of Titina Stokes. As you can see today, I'm alone, unfortunately, because Dominic couldn't make it to the studios today. So Dominic, come back soon. We miss you. So on this road to Eurovision 2021, Titina Stokes is interviewing a series of very interesting artists from all over Europe for Eurovision Song Contest, of course. And today, my very super special guest is the one and only Rafal. Welcome, Rafal. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm here ready for you. Okay, let's go for the ride.
Wait.
Do you have your sunglasses? Yeah. All right. So baby, hold on for the ride of your life. High above ground, living in love. Hello.
Oh my God, hello, how are you doing?
Ready, and I'm so happy to be, seriously, I'm so happy to be with you right now. And I'm ready for all your questions, and just go ahead and we try to make some fun and talk a little bit about this.
Of course. I mean, this is very fun because Titina Stokes is named after my grandmother, and my grandmother is actually one of those persons from the south of Italy who really loves to have people home, make them feel home, and make them feel at ease. So that's what we want to do, and that's why during our Titina Stokes, we always like to invite Eurovision fans, your fans in this case, to ask you live questions. So you will be showed a couple of videos from your fans. Will actually ask you a few things about you. Let's start it right now. Rafal, so you are a plane pilot, singer, a TV host, TV star, bronze medal for wrestling for academic championships in Poland. So basically, so many things all together, but who is the real Rafal?
I'm a single person and single man and, simple man. And I had a lot of dreams in my life to take for it, and a lot of passions. And I don't know what's happened with all those activities, right? Why I did that and that and that. And all my life is like a big story, from the wrestling and being a sportsman to musician, and now being a host in TV, being an artist right now, and contester in Eurovision. So it's a big dream come true, and I try to be myself with this, and be the same guy as normally. And I think the truth is most important. If you are yourself and you are with your own personality, it's quite good. So probably people will try to know me a little bit with this, all my stuff around not only musician and hosting, I think.
Right, but now, and as far as I know, you're trying to apply for professional acrobatic pilot. Is it?
Yes. So I'm a little bit crazy with that because I love adrenaline, but after now this aerobatic course, of course I'm a pilot, like touristic pilot, and I tried to decide to be a pilot with a more sports adrenaline experience. But after that, when I'm going on roller coaster, I'm boring a little bit there. So it's really fun if you are in the plane, going around.
I think so. But how do you swing yourself amongst all of these things and your passions and your private life?
Oh, yeah, it's a good question, because you need to have, if you work so hard and it's all with the tense TV shows and all those, activities in your work, you need to have something that it makes your energy, you feel your energy will grow up, and you need to be have your own passion, which is completely different than your work. And that's why I'm doing a lot of activities with sports, with no internet connections, because in a plane you need to just fly and you don't think about nothing. If you are on a boat and you're going through the waves, or you're swimming on a kite surf, so you don't think about anything. You just love the air and love the creation and the earth, and that's why your state of mind is really good, that you can come back to your work and be happy with that. So being happy is most important.
That's great. That's great. Now, I do have a little video for you that I would love to watch with you.
Okay, let's do that.
And in this crazy and through this crazy times you you're everywhere. I sing along. Woo! 'Cause you are everything.
Look at you, look at you. And that's when your career as a singer started with The Voice of Poland back in 2011, am I right?
Yes, of course, but it was a not good performance. You know, I was so nervous that
I can imagine. How do you feel like being on that stage, really auditioning?
you know, it was the first audition, and we didn't expect what is the show, and you don't know nothing. Now you know what is The Voice, and it's really popular, and you have a lot of artists around the world. I was one of the first guy on the stage with this, and I had a lot of, you know, I have an album with the hit. They don't want to release that, so I have all things in 1 minute and 30 seconds to decide of your life and your career. So I was so stressed, and director said to me before I went to the stage and say, "This is your last chance. You have 1 minute. If they don't love you, you are finished. You need to fall in love with them. We need to fall in love with them. Everything." I said, this song on rehearsal, I sing it much better, you know, because it's really gentle song. It
is. Michael
you need
Bublé.
to sing. Yeah, Michael Bublé, one of my favorite, and you need to sing that like, "You're the falling star, you're the way to get away.
Yes, exactly.
You're the line in the sand, and when I can't believe, and then I'm your man." You know, it's like a song, but I was standing there and singing, "And I can't believe I'm your man."
Well, I know that stress sometimes can really play.
It's really, it's like, you know, your neck, everything is but it helps me a lot with this show, and I learn a lot. And it starts my career like it is 10 years ago. That's why this year I want to have an album with 10th of anniversary of my solo career, because I've been a musician before that, but solo career is The Voice. So this is a great chance. And later in last year, I was a host of The Voice, but senior. Yeah. So, you know, it is amazing that The Voice is always with you, the same like in Eurovision.
Exactly. But let me ask you one thing. So you spoke about your career as a solo singer, then always music in your life. But how and when was this passion for music and singing born?
Oh, for singing, it was really late. Really, I can say that I was over 20 years old. But before that, I loved to play pianos, all the instruments. So I went to school for that. I was practicing wrestling and being a sportsman. But in the same time, in the meantime, I was, you know, practicing piano. And that's all with my heart. I love to play that. And I didn't expect what's going on. Why it's something different that you are on a wrestling mat and you can go for the piano and play Bach or Chopin, you know. So for me, it was normal, you know.
Who said we cannot do things at the same time?
Yeah, but at the same time, piano with the wrestling mat, it's something good that you can do it in the same time.
But you always had to pay attention to your hands anyway, so you didn't have to hurt any of your hands.
My teacher she told me about it, that you need to watch out because I had a lot of problems with the fingers. But what is I didn't know that, and maybe I'm not quite sure if you know that people when they are playing volleyball, you know, volleyball, they can't be a pianist, because on a piano you need to push your fingers into the piano, and if you press the ball in a volleyball, you need to swing. So it's a different move.
And now let's talk about your style, and I want to show you something first. So all of these styles Rafal, you're so stylish. We started with your sunglasses before. We had our little gig with the sunglasses. Yes, let's put them on. I like other 5 pairs of sunglasses somewhere around the room here, but I couldn't find them today. So, and today actually we do have one of your fans who sent us a question for you, which is just about your sunglasses. Ba-bam.
Hey Rafal, I'm really curious to know your answer to this question. I'm wondering, will you take your sunglasses to the Eurovision stage? And if so, what brand will you be wearing?
Okay.
I think for these,
so I will give you all this information. I will take my sunglasses with me. I don't know. It's a commercial, but it's Mikita Mylon. So.
Right. Okay. So we know now what is the stylist of your sunglasses, which is just great. And Rafal, so Eurovision is such a world famous stage that already normally means a lot for all participating singers. Now, if you look at Celine Dion and ABBA, from where they started, where they are now, thanks to Eurovision. But this year, I guess, especially after what happened with the pandemic and the lockdowns around the world, that this year, I guess, it has got an extra meaning almost for everybody. So we would like to know, what is the real meaning that Eurovision Song Contest has got for you this particular year?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. You know, you mentioned Celine Dion, it's and ABBA, Olivia Newton-John, and you know, of course, great stories. And you always, if you are a sportsman, you want to be a champion, and you want to participate in champion of Europe or the world champions or Olympic Games. So if you started with the musical industry and business, you want to participate with in the biggest contest, I think, which is Eurovision contest. The most famous, the most excitement around that. I just feel that in this year. So what is it for me? It's one of my big dreams is come true right now, and great pleasure, great honor, and of course, being one small part of that, it's something wonderful, because this is really new story for my life, and I don't know what will happen, because Eurovision is unexpected. You can't say what is going on after that. If you're doing if you can make a big career after that or not, or you can change your life, you can change your story, you can do. It's so many possibilities for that. So I'm really happy, and I'm enjoying all those moments with you, with all your viewers and my team, my crew, and all the wonderful artists I've just met right now. And I want to say one thing: just open up, like in this time right now. It's the most important, to open up for the people, because we have hard time. We don't have a concerts, we don't have a party. We want to be a big community together to make a big party and big great event on the stage in Rotterdam. Eurovision is about community, and it's about the people, and about the love and passion for music.
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree with you. Now, always talking about music and your career. I mean, we know that you have quite a good success in Poland, which is good. And I mean, this Eurovision Star stage is going to be a sort of a jumping stage for the international career. But is there any artist that you are inspired by for your career, for your music?
Oh, there are a lot of artists, and now with this pop sounds and this style of the ride, I like The Weeknd and Dua Lipa, Bruno Mars, of course. Maybe this sunglasses a little bit like Bruno Mars, maybe. Yeah. But I love his performance, and I love Michael Bublé also. Maybe Stevie Wonder. They are great artists. And all the classic artists. But now I think what is really important, you need to listen to the music which is really famous right now and brand new. If it's a little bit retro, it's better to me if it's retro.
I see. Talking about Eurovision and the contestants. Sorry, I always have problems pronouncing this word. Wow. So the contestants that actually have, have walked on the stage of Eurovision along the years. What is your most loved songs of Eurovision Song Contest of all times?
Waterloo, just Waterloo. It's the most popular song. Waterloo. The second reason is because I just sing that with Zenit in Poland together. She's from San Marino, and we have so much fun with Waterloo. And I believe in the song once again. That's why I think it's the best song for me right now.
Just give me a second. I'll show you something. We had her on our talks before, and we simply love Zenit. And I can see you had so much fun here.
Yes, it was amazing. She is gorgeous. I love her because she is on the stage like a big star, great big star. But she's also a great friend. If you talk with her, there's no distance. She's so close to you. With the emotions, with the passions. So together on the stage, we had so much fun. And now I'm a big fan of Adrenalina and San Marino and her performance. So fingers crossed for Zenit. She's amazing.
And because you have your fans, one of those fans just sent us a question that we are going to share with you today. And I think, to be honest with you, that's going to be quite a very interesting question.
All right.
I really liked it when I listened to it for the first time. So let's watch it together.
All right.
Hello Rafał, it's Martin from Bulgaria, and my question for you is, if you could collaborate with one Eurovision artist from this year, who would it be?
Quite interesting, is it?
Yeah, but Zenit.
Number one.
Zenit,
now you had the cooperation with Zenit, so...
Yeah, so I've met Angelina from Albania. She's also a great artist with great ballad. But my favorite song is Switzerland. And this guy sounds amazing. So my voice is different and his voice is different. And together with that, singing something, he has a huge range, very high. I can sing low. So I think if I can choose, I try to sing with this person, and he's amazing. Yeah. So that's my favorite song.
And about Eurovision, is there any songs that you think that when you listened to it for the first time, you said, this is going to be hard to beat?
Switzerland, France, San Marino, of course. Because now Adrenalina, I look at her and she's so amazing. I said, no, it's not a chance to beat her. But it's my top three right now. France, great song. But I don't want to be a judge and say this song is the best or that one. This is my ranking or that. Because I'm a contester. I want to have a fun and to meet those guys. And one thing is really important, singing live. After singing live, after all this performance, I can tell you which is my favorite. Because different thing is when you are in the studio and if you create that, and if you go on stage and you sing live, you can sing it well or sometimes not. So, it's about the day and about your appearance, about the stress and the nerves. It's everything in you. So you are a human being, and that's why I'm waiting to see the results on this stage, like live, and also my performance. I'm really curious how to do that. I have some idea
about your performance now.
Okay.
And to do this, we have prepared a little tribute video for you. Then we're going to get. Yeah, I mean,
wonderful.
We really like the song. To be honest with you, we really like the song.
So baby, hold on for the ride of your life. High above ground, live living in love. I'm gonna take it to the end of the line. Taking that fight, make it alright. It doesn't matter if I stumble and fall. I'll make it through, I'll never touch the ground. So baby, hold on for the ride of your life. Hold on real tight, make it alright. I'm gonna take all the ones tonight. Not gonna ask, gonna take what's mine. So hold on tight, baby, let's get high. High above the ground. Right.
Woo! Great lyrics, to be honest to you. Real congratulations, because they're very motivating. It doesn't matter if I stumble and fall, I'm gonna make it, which is
I'm
very
going for the
important.
gold. Yeah, it's really motivating for people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We all need this kind of messages, especially this year. But how was this song born? I mean,
Oh yeah, the process was really strange for that, because I was looking for the song with this style for the album, and the idea was to sing it in Polish. But so I called to Thomas Karlsson, because he's my friend. We've met like 3 years ago, and we were on one of the songwriting camp, and we created some songs together. And I called them, do you have a song like this style, the retro style? Like, I just sent a few propositions, and he sent me 2 songs. And one of that was The Ride with Clara Rubensson vocal, like as a demo. And I say, okay, that's the great idea for that, and I love that song. But in the same period of time, Polish television, they decided to choose different song for this year because of the regulation that you need to send another song, not the same song like in 2020. So I sent that as a proposition, a song from my album, and they reply 2 days later and say, oh, we love that, and probably you were going to Rotterdam with this. I said, oh shit, it starts right now. Okay, so let's do that.
now you said something very interesting. You said you had something ready in Polish for you to be published on your album. And as we know, when Eurovision was born, everyone was requested to sing in their own language because it was a celebration of their own culture, identity, and music. Some fans say that maybe at least every country should be bringing a little piece of lyrics in their own language to represent their culture and identity. Don't you think instead that all this English singing would actually not allow you to fully represent your culture, your music, your personality, your identity, your Polish identity?
Okay, that's a great question. I have spoken with that with Edyta Górniak, and she took a second place, and she mentioned about it that the idea of the song right now was that it should be a song famous also in the radio stations, not even in Poland, but in Europe. So that's why I decided to sing it in English fully, like to have something new on the new market, a little bit new market. But instead of that, we create a lot of neons very famous in the video clip. All those things that you see in that, it's something classic, and it's a history of Polish industry and companies and all things from the 80s. That's the idea.
Sometimes these messages risk not to be understood, not to be fully understood sometimes, and that's quite, a very good. So what could we, give us some anticipation? What could we be expecting from you on the stage in Rotterdam?
Sunglasses, for sure.
Of course, yeah, and we're ready. So we're going to wear sunglasses when you'll be there that day.
Yeah, so that's most important thing, because if I put those glasses, you will recognize me very fast, and you say, that's Rafał. So we have those neons and color the same in the video clip. So we can't take a museum of neons because we record that in Museum of Neons. So we want to record a little bit with the visualization, with the energy and the dancers. Of course, not so much because you can have only 6 person on stage. So everything should be really ready for that with those elements putting together, but it's a live performance, so you need to sing it well and you need to have fun on the stage. So that's the most important. Sing a little
Great
bit
surprises.
first of all, and dance a little bit and have a fun and have a good message to open up for all the people.
We talked so many things now about your
Yeah.
career, about your music, about your personality too, which is very interesting for fans like me and for all our viewers. But now, what is boiling in your pot for the future? So, I don't know, any album in English that we shall be expecting from Rafal for your international audience?
It depends what happens there, because it's something new. Like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I didn't expect that I can be a singer. And now I'm standing here and I don't know what happened in the future. And I want to wait to Rotterdam and see what else I can do that. And everything what I've done in my life, it's now a big step forward, because I didn't expect that. So every step is the biggest step of my life. Like Neil Armstrong, one small step for the human, but a big step for the humanity.
Exactly.
Right.
Humankind.
Yeah,
Exactly.
humankind.
And that's the way you have to
Humankind.
take it. Yeah, that's the way you have to take it, really slowly and just one step at a time without burning any stage.
That's a good idea. Thank you for that.
And now, the way that we always like to finish our interviews, the tricky question that we always ask our guests. You ready?
Okay. I should afraid of that.
I don't know. You could be afraid.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. If you have a sunglasses, I'm ready. Come on.
The question is,
Yeah.
what is the question that no one has ever asked you, but that you cannot wait to answer to?
Oh my, that's a question. Okay, so I can say two questions very fast. One very fast and funny, and one serious. Which one you decide?
Both.
Serious?
At this stage, both, please.
Okay. Funny question. No one ever asked me, what is your favorite TV serial?
So what
I
is
can
it
say you, Star Trek, Engaged. But the serious, you say that I'm a pilot, I'm a person with all those activities and hosting and musician and doing in the shows and all the time smiling and open up. But what is really important inside me, that I have a romantic soul, and what is really give me a lot of tense when I see old people love each other, when they're shaking hands and they're very old and they are together with the respect and love. And I'm really I'm feeling something tense here, because I wish to all the people to have a partner or a person which is with you for good and bad. And if you are old and if you are famous and it doesn't matter, you have that person all life. So if I see a couple, like very old people, and they are going together with all the love, that makes me really cry a little bit. So this is the romantic soul right now. That's really good. With the respect.
All with respect for each other. Rafal, we had a blast having you here today. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, and good luck for Eurovision. A lot of good luck for Eurovision Song Contest.
Thank you so much. I have a nice time here. It was a great time. It is one of my best time here with you with this interview, because it's a lot of shows with the unexpected things. I like that. Something changed a little bit. It's funny. So I hope to see you in Rotterdam, and
hopefully so.
Yeah, I hope so. And many greetings from Poland, and thank you for supporting Poland. Thank you for all this beautiful stuff right now.
Let's get ready for the ride, Rafal. Let's get ready for this ride, and good luck.
Lights beating down the rainy street, all the faces that I meet tell me I'm wrong.
You're not. Bye. See everybody. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.